Did it ever happen to you that someone told you about crypto, got you excited to invest, and then cautioned you saying, do your own research? And you wondered, what is even there to research? In fact, why should you even research? Well, when we can research to the moon and back before selecting a life partner, a college, a career, a job, don't you think it's necessary to actually research before investing your hard-earned money in crypto or for that matter anywhere? Oftentimes, we find ourselves in the following situation. Buy Dogecoin. Buy SafeMoon. Oh, Stop Elon has gone by 2000%. Buy Stop Elon. Have you heard of Baby Doge? I'm going to buy it. But a winning crypto portfolio comes to one who does DYOR. Do your own research. कहते सब हैं पर बताता कोई नहीं है. Don't worry. I'll give you a quick guide on things to check before getting inside a crypto project for investment. Let's learn to differentiate between a crypto hero versus a crypto zero.
So one of the most important website in doing your own research is coinmarketcap.com. This is a place where you will find almost every information you need to know about any crypto project that you're searching for. So for example, I want to look at Solana, which has blown up really good today and is one of the most popular cryptocurrencies as well. So when I look at the Solana crypto project or any crypto project for that matter, the first thing that I should ask myself is, what is the utility of this coin? Meaning, why is this coin created? What is the purpose? What is the vision? What is the mission behind creating this coin? And what problem is it going to solve in the decentralized world? So a white paper of a crypto project is basically the face of that crypto. Things to note in the white paper: if there are too many technical jargons and not a very clear understanding of what the project is trying to do, then it's a red flag. You should not go ahead with that project. From the white paper, also try to make sense of what the crypto project promised to be and how much and what extent of it has already covered or achieved in real world. And how would you check what it has done in real world? For that, you refer the community. Community is what defines a crypto project. Twitter, Reddit and Medium are one of the most sought after platforms for crypto, and this is where you will find a lot of people asking questions, answering questions. Feel free to ask any question you have in any of these platforms. So here there is this Medium page where you will find the blogs, the updates, the announcements, the newsletters, which gives you a good idea of what the project is all about. Twitter handle of any project can tell you a lot about how the developers are actually handling and interacting with their audience and community on social media. If you really want to get in touch with anyone from the crypto project, it is advisable to find them on Discord or Telegram. These two are the most hyped up platforms for any crypto project. In some cases, when the token is not backed up with good utility, you will find in these Telegram and Discord groups, people are asking each other to just promote the coin whatsoever in whatever platforms they can. This could be a red flag and can potentially tell you a lot about the crypto project itself. For the technical and geeky people who can understand coding, source code is a good way to understand how that particular project is written and how it interacts with the blockchain. One thing to check in any crypto project is the volume of transactions it has had in the last 24 hours. Sometimes a crypto project is very good in its white paper and its promises, but does not have a lot of volume or an active community trading around it. So that can be understood with this metric. The toggle heads on the coin market cap here show that BTC, ADA which is Cardano, XRP which is Ripple, these are capped supply coins, which means, so in case of Bitcoin, you see here that the maximum supply is going to be 21 million Bitcoins, of which 18.8 million are already in circulation. Having a capped supply gives the project a deflationary feature. It is very important to visit the website of that particular project. If a website is incomplete, does not give a lot of information, has its founders hidden, or has grammatical errors, that would mean that the team is not really serious about the crypto project and it is a red flag. Another thing to look out in a crypto project is its price action, either daily, weekly, monthly, trimesterly, or annually. So when a crypto market goes up, it is called the bull run when the coins and the tokens and the projects blow up. And the vice versa of this is called the bear run. Bear run is when the entire market goes down, taking most of the coins down along with it. If that particular crypto project has survived a bear run and got back up in the next bull run, it probably means the project has a good scope. If a project is shitty, it would probably disappear after a bear run. One of the important marker of a good crypto project is a good team of founders and developers behind the project. Here at CoinMarketCap, you can realize who are the founders, what is their background, and if you want to understand more about them, probably you can look them up at LinkedIn or find out their interviews on YouTube to understand more about their vision and the project. One important question to ask is, what makes this particular crypto project unique from the others? Do not just go by what is written here, but try to find out how it is actually faring in the real world by seeing their social medias and their communities. One interesting way to judge a crypto project is finding out whether the supply of that coin or token is evenly distributed among its holders or whether there are just a few wallets holding most of the supply. Because if the supply of a coin or token is heavily concentrated among a few wallets, there's a big risk that one of those wallet holders could start to sell, and this would crash the price of that coin or token. So in a crypto market, there are three types of people: the retailer, the investor, and the whale. If any one address holds more than 1% of that particular crypto, then that address classifies as a whale. If any address holds anywhere from 0.1% to 1% of that particular crypto, then that person is an investor. If any address holds less than 0.1% of the crypto, then they are called retailers. So in the case of Bitcoin, here we see this is an ideal chart where there are 88.4% retailers, 10% investors, and 1.5% whales, which means that Bitcoin is evenly distributed among all its holders and the whale concentration is really less. A website like lookintobitcoin.com will show you how Bitcoin wallet holding more than one Bitcoin have risen with time. From 2012 to 2020, you see there is a rise in the number of people who hold more than one Bitcoin. Websites like Glassnodes can offer a part of these analytics to you for free, and the rest of it is on a paid version. And one very important Twitter account to follow is the Whale Alert. A whale movement means a large cryptocurrency transaction. It's a simple signal that can have a big effect on the price of a crypto depending on where that transaction is going. When you see a crypto is being sent from a regular wallet to an exchange, this means the person who sent that crypto probably wants to sell it. On the other hand, if you see hundreds of millions of dollars of cryptocurrency being sent from one exchange to a wallet, then in that case you can understand whoever's behind that wallet is planning to actually hodl and not sell it anytime sooner. Like here in the case of Dogecoin, you can see that the top 10 wallets hold more than 43% of the total Dogecoin supply. This could mean that if any of these people try to buy or sell what they own, it could have a big impact on the Dogecoin market.
Doing your own research can be very tasking and rewarding at the same time. All information needed before investing are at your fingertips, and now you are well equipped to process this information. Remember to ask questions, no matter what, how illogical or dumb those questions seem to you. Be curious, research well, analyze technically, strategize, and then invest your money in a crypto project. In my next video, I'll share some clever tips and tricks you should know before doing a crypto transaction. So subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update.